Hey guys, how's it going? Dude here, I'm back with another video, and this video, it's a Stranger Things video, and it's a tier list, because there's been a lot of theories. Who's gonna die? Who's gonna survive? Who's making it out of season 4 of Stranger Things? Well, I did a tier list, which you're gonna see in a moment, discussing all of the characters and why I think they're gonna die. Before we jump into that, guys, I am merely hundreds of subscribers away from 100,000 subscribers. It's been 10 years in the making. If you could hit the like button, if you could subscribe, if you could share this channel where I do horror, I do true crime, I do conspiracies, I do theory, I do so many things. If you're into Stranger Things, if you're into true crime and horror and paranormal investigations, conspiracies, this is your place to be, okay? So if you could hit that subscribe button, it would mean the world. Let's jump into this tier list. Hey guys, you're right. So I've got a Stranger Things season 4 updated tier list here, okay? And I've changed the titles to Gonna Die, Might Die, Probably Won't Die, Will Not Die. Now we have a large list of characters here. My cut-off point is Vecna, okay? Because you got like Henry Creel's dad, the bully. I don't actually know who this is. There's a few characters. Some of them are already dead and stuff, or just I don't feel like they're relevant enough for this list right here, okay? I've got them in a random order, but I thought we would finish with Vecna. These are just my views. Obviously, I'm not saying that I'm correct, but I do think that we're going to get multiple deaths. I do think we're going to get multiple deaths in Season 4, Volume 2. Okay, let's start with Lucas. Now, if you've seen the other theory videos that I've done, you know, we've gone through a lot of these characters, why they might die, why they might not, the impact that they would have. And I feel like Lucas probably won't die. And that's because his character has, you know, been up and down and changed a lot, and he kind of reflects a very interesting reality of life and high school, especially high school, where you have a lot of different types of friend groups, the popular kids, the nerdy kids, you know, all sorts of different groups. Some people, like myself, when I was at high school, I was kind of like, you know, I tried to be friends with everyone, so I kind of dipped between groups and stuff until maybe the later years. But I feel like, you know, Lucas, obviously, he has his place with the characters that we all know and love, but he's also quite popular. He's always on the precipice of being popular, and he's good at basketball, and, you know, so he's sporty, he's a bit of a jock, you know, and I can think of people back when I was at school who was, you know, a bit nerdy, but then kind of got in with the popular crew and that. And so he's a really fascinating and very true to life character, I feel, you know. I don't think that all of his character arc so far will lead to him dying. In fact, I think it will lead to him kind of being in season 5 a kind of character, you know, they say, like, you know, if you love someone, let them go, and if it's meant to be, they'll come back. I feel like Lucas is very much on the precipice of that arc, you know. He was part of the group, then he kind of drifted across to the other group and the, you know, basketball and that sort of stuff. And I feel like by season 5, he's going to come back around. So, yeah, that's how I kind of see Lucas, which is why I don't think he's going to die in season 4. Will. Oh my goodness. I'm going to put Will in might die. Now, the reason I say might die and not gonna die, and let me tell you now, he was... Oh, I mean, I think that the theory that Will is still possessed by the Mind Flayer. You know, you've got the smoke that came out of him at the end of, was it season 2? And it looks like that's the same smoke, the lingering kind of essence of the Mind Flayer's avatar. It looks like that is what they have captured in Russia. So I think that Will is more likely to be either still like a sleeper agent for the Mind Flayer, or just an easy vessel for the Mind Flayer to recapture. I think Will could play a darker role in season 5. I feel like Will is the key to a lot of things. So, therefore, he might die, but I don't think he's going to die. I think he's got a bigger role to play yet. Eddie Munson. He's going to die, isn't he? Let's all be honest with ourselves. I think he's going to die. Unfortunately, he's such a great character being introduced. I have seen some theories where it's like, well, if Steve dies, I feel like Steve is going to, like, basically be like, look after Dustin for me. But I think that Eddie's going to... Maybe even that is something that happens. Steve goes to sacrifice himself for Dustin and the other kids. And Eddie's like, no, they need you more than they need me. And then he sacrifices himself so Steve can continue to be the babysitter. I can kind of see that. But he's a great character. I really like his inclusion. And, you know, I'm just so hyped for that scene where he's shredding a guitar on top of that bus in the Upside Down. So we will see. But yeah, Eddie Munson, I can't see him getting out alive. Just like Murray. Murray's not getting... Can we just... I think he's a great character. I love him. I love my conspiracy theories. I feel like he is potentially what I could be when I'm like 40 if I don't, you know, stop with the conspiracies. But I don't think Murray's getting out of Russia alive. And I think that flamethrower scene, because obviously, you know, everything from the Upside Down hates fire. I think Murray could be fending off all of the Demogorgons that we see in the tanks in the trailer. I think he could be fighting them off and then he gets overrun or he gets shot or something. I just cannot see. I can't see Hopper, Joyce, Enzo and Murray getting out of Russia. I just can't. I just can't. Nancy, she might die. She might die. But I feel like before that would ever happen, Jonathan or Steve would sacrifice themselves before they allowed that to happen. So that's why I think she might... Or do I think she... Actually, no, I think she probably won't die. I think she probably won't die because of that. Because there are two people that are willing to stop that from happening. Maybe even Mike. Although I could see him sacrificing himself for Elle. But yeah, that's why I think Nancy probably won't die. Plus, she's in dire straits leading into Volume 2. So I feel like she's more in a position to be saved. Because if she dies, it's kind of like, well, yeah, of course she was. Because she was kind of captured by Vecna. Steve's going, isn't he? Let's be honest, guys. Let's be honest with ourselves here. It's the end of the line for Steve. I think it's the end of the line for Steve. I've read so many theories. I've done a video specifically on why Steve is going to die. It was emailed into me. I hate to admit it, and I know a lot of you guys in the comments are very passionate about Steve not dying. But I think it's there. I think it's time. In the sense that they're fucked. Let's face it, Vecna is so powerful, they are in so much trouble. And I just feel like this is what I think Steve's going to sacrifice himself to save Dustin, to save Nancy, to save them all. Maybe Steve and Eddie stay behind in the Upside Down so they can close another portal or something. I don't know. But Steve, I love you, but you're not getting out. Argyle, I don't think Argyle's... He's kind of like the comedy escape, isn't he? You know, and I just don't think... I don't think he's going to get... I mean, I know he was kind of, you know, obviously he drove away from a shootout and stuff. I don't think that they're going to kill Argyle. I don't think he's played a big enough role for it to matter, you know? So, yeah, I think Argyle is safe. Erica might die. Obviously, there's a potential foreshadowing in episode 1 of season 4 where she stabs Vecna in the back. Is that to kill Vecna? Is that to wound him? Is that to distract him? Will Erica even end up in the Upside Down? We shall have to see. But I feel like Erica could be someone that dies. It would affect Lucas massively. It would affect Dustin. It would affect everyone massively, obviously. But yeah, I feel like Erica could die. Dustin might die. I was going to put him in gonna die, but basically... This is how... this actually reduces Steve to here. I don't think we'll see... Oh my goodness, everything's going wrong. I don't think we're going to see these two share a scene again after this season unless it's in the form of, say Steve died, Vecna survives season 4 and uses Steve's death, much like he used Billy's death against Max, to fuck with Dustin, and vice versa. So basically, if Steve doesn't die, Dustin's dead. If Dustin doesn't die, Steve's dead. If I have to choose, I think it's going to be this way round. Robin, I don't think will die. Probably won't die. If not, will not die. She's an amazing character. I really do like her character. I think she's been an amazing addition. I just don't think... If Steve's going to die, I can't see them killing them both. Unless they died together. No, Robin won't die. The bully probably won't die. I think obviously he has witnessed Vecna's power, but he's still after Eddie. But I think that Eddie's going to be like absolved, probably through dying. And I just don't think that the bully is... I think the bully will turn into like Eddie's biggest fan posthumously, so he probably won't die. I think that this lady, the therapist, is going to die because she is clearly a pawn of Vecna, 100%. And I think there's going to be a scene where Vecna just fucking like kills her. Or maybe she's already dead in some weird way and Vecna is just like using her body as a puppet. I don't know. But I just think that he's going to, like, whatever control he has over her, I think he's going to switch it off. And it's going to sever the ties to her and being alive. That's what I think with that one. Brenner is going to die. Brenner's going to die. I think he's going to sacrifice himself in one way, shape or form for Elle. Maybe something comes through as Elle passes into the Upside Down. I don't know. I just feel... it's strange that, you know, Brenner survived a Demodog to the face in, I think it was season 1. Or a Demogorgon, sorry. But, yeah, I feel like Brenner is not going to make it. Just got this feeling. Max probably won't die. I feel like she's already beaten Vecna in her own way. I think it would be weird for them to then kill her anyway. I feel like episode 4, which was probably the best episode of Stranger Things ever, kind of showed her main thing with Vecna. I feel like Max is okay. Joyce, gonna die. Don't think she's coming out of Russia. I think that they were bang on. I read a theory in a previous video where they were like, well, you only see one shot of her in the trailer in Russia, and then you see Jonathan and Will hugging each other, crying hysterically, and that's kind of like, that's a very, very good observation, that. So yeah, I don't think Joyce is getting out of there alive. Elle will not die, categorically. She will die, I reckon, in season 5, but she's not going to die here. There's no way that Elle dies. I also don't. Hopper probably won't die. Probably won't die. Would he die protecting Elle? No. I think we've already had that with season 3 at the end, where, you know, oh, he's dead, and then he wasn't. So I think Hopper's safe. Karen, Mike and Nancy's mum, don't think she'll die. I think she's cottoning on more to what's going on in Hawkins, but I think she'll be safe. I think she'll be fine. Jonathan might die. Jonathan might die again to save Nancy. Nancy's the key here for me, for Steve and Jonathan. But Steve more so because he's willing to sacrifice himself for basically any of the kids, whereas Jonathan, I feel, would only sacrifice himself for Mike or Nancy. Sorry, for Will. Not Mike. For Will or Nancy. So... yeah, might die. Enzo, he's not getting out of Russia, is he? I think, man, does that mean only Hopper comes out? Does only Hopper come out of Russia? That's what I'm implying here. Murray's gone, Joyce is gone, Enzo's gone. I mean, they have those conversations about being heroes and stuff, him and Hopper. One of them isn't making it out, and I don't think it's not Hopper, so Enzo, you're a dead man. Mike might die. If he does, it's to save Elle, without a doubt. Without a doubt, yeah. So Mike may die. Plus it ties into Will's potential hidden feelings for Mike. If Mike was to die, we still haven't seen this picture that Will has been drawing. We'll have to wait and see. Vecna, who we're finishing with. Where is Vecna gonna go? I think Vecna wins. I think Vecna wins. Vecna wins and survives. Wounded, I reckon. Wounded. But I think he survives and he will be the main antagonist in season 5. Because the Mind Flayer is definitely a manifestation of Vecna's mind. Definitely. That's my belief. But yeah, okay, so we've got Gonna Die, Eddie Munson, Murray, Steve, the therapy lady, Brenner, Joyce, Enzo, might die, Will, Erica, Dustin, Jonathan and Mike. Probably won't die Lucas. We have Nancy, the bully boy, Max and Hopper. Will not die is Argyle, Robin, Elle, Karen and big bad Vecna. What do we think of this tier list, guys? Do you agree with me? If you don't, let me know down below. Do your own tier list as well and see how yours fares up. I literally just Googled Stranger Things Season 4 tier maker, and then I deleted one row and then typed in these and then just filled it in. So feel free to do the same. I would love to know yours. If not, just write them down below in the comments and let me know. How do you think it's going to go? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. I'm so close to 100,000 subscribers. If you could do that for me, that would be amazing. And yeah, look forward to Season 4, Volume 2. Wow, wow, wow. It's going to be a big week. And I'm going to binge it on Friday. I cannot wait. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you very soon. Sweet one. Geese.